Imagine this. Tomorrow morning, you wake up exactly as you always do. You pour your coffee, you check your phone, you kiss your spouse goodbye, or maybe your dog, and you drive to work thinking it's just another Tuesday. At exactly 9:03 a.m., an email arrives, not from your boss, not from human resources, from the CEO. The subject line simply says, "Our AI transformation." You click. Halfway through the email, your heart sinks, not because the company is failing, because it's succeeding. Productivity has doubled. Customers are happier. Costs are lower. Everything is working, except your role no longer exists. Let me ask you something. How many people think this sounds like science fiction? Five years ago, I probably would have raised my hand too. Today, I wouldn't, because this isn't happening somewhere else. It's happening everywhere. Software developers, engineers, consultants, lawyers, radiologists, teachers, marketing teams, customer service, even CEOs. Artificial intelligence isn't replacing work someday. It's redesigning work today. Here's the interesting part. This talk isn't really about artificial intelligence. It's about something much bigger. The greatest investment you will ever make. Most people think it's their house, or their retirement account, or their investment portfolio. I disagree. The greatest investment you will ever make is your career. Not your current job, not your employer, not your title, your entire work span. When I began my career, I thought I had found my profession, research. I loved solving difficult engineering problems. I believed this was who I would always be. Then, manufacturing changed everything. Success was no longer about discovering ideas. It became about executing them. Thousands of people, complex global operations, completely different skills. A few years later, another opportunity appeared. Educational technology, then enterprise software, then private equity and venture capital. Each time, I became a beginner again. And today, I'm working at the intersection of artificial intelligence, biology, and human longevity. 5 careers, 5 industries, 5 reinventions. Looking back, they make perfect sense. Living through them, they were terrifying. But every reinvention prepared me for the next one. And that's when I realized reinvention isn't an interruption, it's the strategy. Let me introduce you to someone named Maya. I'd like you to meet someone. Her name is Maya. She's 24 years old. She has just graduated from Stanford University, top of her class. A brilliant engineer. She has the perfect resume, the perfect job, the perfect future. At least, that's what she believes. Like many of us, Maya thinks careers are predictable. Study hard, work hard, get promoted, retire successfully. Simple. Except, life rarely follows a straight line. She has no idea that the next 40 years will transform not only her career, but who she becomes. 6 months later, Maya receives her first performance review. She walks into the meeting, confident. She walks out, holding one number. 3 out of 5. It isn't failure, but to Maya, it feels like it. She goes home, closes the door, and wonders, maybe I'm not as good as everyone thought. Have you ever had one moment that made you question yourself? Most of us have. The remarkable thing isn't that Maya failed. It's what she chose to do next. That evening, Maya opened a notebook. Across the top, she wrote 4 words. Things Stanford never taught me. Underneath, she listed everything she suddenly realized mattered. Communication, influence, leadership, relationships, business. That notebook became her real education. Because universities teach subjects, life teaches judgment. And every extraordinary career is built by learning lessons that no classroom can fully teach. That's when I realized careers aren't jobs, they're journeys. Every remarkable career passes through 5 stages: learn, build, lead, reinvent, legacy. Some people spend decades trying to stay in one stage. The people who flourish embrace every stage because the goal isn't staying the same. It's becoming someone new. Let me ask you something. Where are you today? Are you learning, building, leading, reinventing, or creating your legacy? Don't answer out loud. Just answer honestly. Because once you know where you are, you can decide where you're going. Architects never begin by pouring concrete. They begin with a blueprint. Yet most careers are built without one. We collect degrees, accept jobs, take promotions, change companies, without ever asking, what kind of life am I actually building? That's career architecture. Design before you build. There isn't one successful career. There are many. Some people build deep expertise. Some build companies. Some build portfolios. Some reinvent themselves repeatedly. The question isn't which architecture is best. The question is which architecture fits the life you want to create. Most people measure success with only one number: income, title, promotion. But extraordinary lives balance 4 dimensions: growth, freedom, well-being, impact. Success isn't about maximizing one. It's about balancing all 4. David had everything: the promotion, the salary, the prestige. One evening, he came home late. On the kitchen table sat his daughter's school assignment. The title read, "My Hero." He smiled until he read it. She had written about her soccer coach because the coach showed up. David told me later that was the moment he realized he had become successful at the wrong things. David's story teaches us something profound. Success isn't a destination, it's a series of reinventions. Every remarkable career contains multiple learning cycles: foundation, mastery, influence, leadership, business acumen, reinvention, strategic thinking, legacy building, mentorship, impact creation. Learning isn't something you finish. It's something you return to again and again, because every promotion eventually becomes an expiration date on your current skills. The professionals who thrive aren't the ones who know the most. They're the ones who keep learning the fastest. Every reinvention begins with learning something new, but I've discovered there's another challenge. Sometimes the hardest part of growth isn't learning, it's letting go. We all carry invisible backpacks. Inside them are old beliefs, old habits, old fears, old identities. I call them our monkeys. And the heavier those monkeys become, the harder it is to climb. Think about your own career. Which monkey are you carrying? Maybe it's fear. What if I fail? Maybe it's comfort. I've always done it this way. Maybe it's identity. I've always been an engineer. Or perhaps it's past success, the most dangerous monkey of all. Because yesterday's success can quietly convince us that tomorrow doesn't require change. Extraordinary careers don't grow because people hold on. They grow because people let go. Once we've put the monkeys down, the next question becomes, what should I learn? Technology changes, software changes, jobs change, but some skills become more valuable every time technology advances. These are the 7 competencies that have shaped every remarkable career I've observed. Communication isn't talking. It's helping another human being understand. Collaboration isn't working together. It's creating trust. Artificial intelligence can generate words. It cannot build relationships. Ideas move organizations. Relationships move people. Never underestimate the power of helping someone feel heard. AI gives answers. Leaders ask better questions. Critical thinking is becoming more valuable, not less. And adaptability is no longer optional. Change isn't a storm, it's the climate. The professionals who flourish don't resist change, they become curious about it. The more intelligent machines become, the more valuable humanity becomes. Empathy, listening, judgment, compassion. These aren't soft skills, they're enduring skills. AI literacy isn't learning to code, it's learning to collaborate with intelligence. The future belongs to human times AI, not human versus AI. During my career, I kept asking one question: what separates ordinary managers from extraordinary leaders eventually? The answer became 3 words: strategic thinking, execution excellence, followership generation. Together, they formed the STEF leadership framework. Imagine an apple tree, strong, healthy, covered with fruit. One day, that tree dies. If it never planted another seed, its story ends. But if it spent its lifetime growing young trees, its impact continues for generations. Leadership works exactly the same way. Managers build results. Leaders grow forests. People ask me, will AI replace us? I don't think that's the right question. History tells us every technological revolution changed work. This one will too. The winners won't be the people who resist AI or the people who worship AI. The winners will be those who learn how to partner with it. Organizations climb this ladder one step at a time. First, automation, removing repetitive work. Then, augmentation, helping people become more capable. Next, acceleration, doing in minutes what once took weeks. Then, innovation, creating things that were never before possible. Finally, transformation, redesigning the organization itself. The question isn't, whether AI will transform work. The question is, where on this ladder you choose to stand. Because the future belongs to those who keep climbing. We've talked about careers, learning, leadership, technology. But when everything is said and done, when your work span reaches its final chapter, one question remains: what will people remember? Let's talk about legacy. 40 years have passed. Maya is no longer the young engineer searching for answers. She's the mentor others seek. One morning, a young engineer knocks on her door. Nervous? Maya asks. The young engineer smiles. Terrified, Maya laughs softly. I know exactly how you feel. She remembers her own first performance review, her doubts, her failures, her reinventions, and she says the same words that once changed her life. Confidence doesn't come before courage. Confidence comes because of courage. The young engineer smiles, walks out with hope. Maya smiles too, not because she solved the problem, but because she helped someone believe in themselves. Have you ever thrown a stone into a quiet lake? The stone disappears almost instantly, but the ripples continue. Your career works exactly the same way. Most people believe their impact ends with a project or a promotion or retirement. It doesn't. Every person you encourage encourages someone else. Every leader you develop develops another leader. The greatest impact you'll ever have is the one you'll never fully see. Do you remember our apple tree? A healthy tree doesn't keep its fruit. It gives it away. It creates seeds for forests it will never live to see. Leadership works exactly the same way. Managers build successful teams. Great leaders grow future leaders. The question isn't, how many people work for you? The question is, how many leaders exist because of you? As I've grown older, I've stopped asking, what do I want to accomplish? Instead, I ask 4 different questions. Who am I becoming? Who am I helping? What am I learning? What will remain after I'm gone? These 4 questions have quietly become my operating system. Perhaps they'll become yours. It's interesting. We began today talking about artificial intelligence, perhaps the greatest technology our generation has ever created, and yet we end talking about something technology can never replace: purpose, compassion, character, love, wisdom. Artificial intelligence can generate answers. It cannot decide what kind of person you want to become. That choice will always belong to you. If I could spend 5 minutes with my 24-year-old self, I'd say this: don't be afraid to become a beginner again and again. Protect your health, invest in people, stay endlessly curious, measure success by significance, love your family, lead generously, and remember, the career you start with will never be the career you finish with. Every person in this room is writing a story. Every conversation, every challenge, every decision, every reinvention, every act of courage. No one else can write your work span, not your company, not artificial intelligence, not society, only you. So here's my invitation. Don't drift through your career. Design it. Don't simply chase success. Define it. Don't fear reinvention. Embrace it. Don't compete against artificial intelligence. Become more deeply human. And when your work span reaches its final chapter, leave behind something that continues growing long after you've gone. I'd like to finish where we began. Remember that email? The one announcing the AI transformation? Now imagine receiving another email 40 years from today. The subject line simply says, "Thank you." Not because of your title, not because of your salary, because somewhere, someone's life became better because you showed up, because you believed in them, because you challenged them, because you cared. If that email exists, you've lived a winning work span. The future does not belong to the smartest. It does not belong to the richest. It belongs to those who never stop learning, who embrace change before change forces them, who build people instead of followers, who combine technology with humanity, who choose significance over status, who leave every person, every organization, and every generation better than they found them. Your career is not simply a path to retirement. It is your greatest opportunity to change lives, including your own. So, build, adapt, lead, reinvent, leave a legacy, because the career you start with will never be the career you finish with, but the person you become along the way is entirely up to you. Thank you.